surprised at all. It's
Money
who he
Mayweather.
is. It's who he is. I've always thought that he's a horrible person, and this is every bit of
fortunate because, saying Floyd Money Mayweather, surely I was going to get my check fairly quickly, right? And that didn't happen. So I'm sure it'll come eventually, right? I realized, okay, I'm being strung along. This is a classic, hey, buddy, you're the new guy in this industry. We're going to puppeteer you however we want. Hop on for the ride and shut up. Instead of shutting up, I make fun of him on social media and let everyone know that he doesn't have any money. I kind of joke and I'm facetious and I point the finger at Floyd. Well, I don't know if it's his fault. Maybe a little bit, but something tells me Floyd doesn't control where the money goes. Or maybe he does. I don't know. And I don't really care.
For over 2 decades, the name Floyd Mayweather was synonymous with unparalleled wealth. He was the cash king, the man who redefined the economics of boxing, proudly parading duffel bags stuffed with $100 bills and buying fleets of extended wheelbase Rolls Royces. But today, the boxing world is watching in shock as the cracks in the invincible money empire begin to show. Whispers of unpaid debts, massive IRS liens, and desperate exhibition fights have morphed into loud, undeniable conversations. The man who once controlled every narrative, every purse, and every opponent now finds himself at the center of a swirling financial storm, leaving fans and fellow fighters alike asking a terrifying question: is Floyd Mayweather broke?
Join me in expressing heartfelt gratitude to Magen David Adom, the Israel response team. No matter who you are, gender, race, or religion, they are there to provide elite medical care and support. With over 30,000 dedicated volunteers from diverse backgrounds, they are the true heroes of Israel Emergency Response Team. In these tough times, let's rally together and support.
It's a tough one. I'm trying to understand, as a real estate person myself, what exactly he is communicating when he's saying that he owns this, because they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't. But what it seems like is that he owns shares of these buildings, and it's a larger, it's part of an investment that he did on his own.
Floyd Mayweather always told the public that his post-boxing life would be funded by a massive real estate empire, famously claiming to own over 60 skyscrapers and commercial buildings. However, legal documents and recent lawsuits paint a drastically different reality. In 2023, Mayweather's name became entangled in a colossal $400 million failed real estate project in Manhattan. Reports indicate that many of his prized properties are either heavily mortgaged, facing refinancing crises, or nearing auction due to unpaid taxes. Instead of the untouchable billionaire tycoon he portrays on social media, financial experts and insiders are beginning to describe a man suffocating under the weight of his own lavish lifestyle and catastrophic investment failures.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, limited edition AP, all factory, 1.8 million right here. The $20 bills section. We like to call this the Andrew Jackson section, but I like to call it wallpaper.
Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharpe's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets.
There was a time when a Floyd Mayweather fight stopped the world. Today, his appearances in the ring look less like a celebration of greatness and more like a desperate cry for cash. Oscar De La Hoya, a former rival-turned-promoter, did not mince words when he called Floyd's recent global tour of exhibitions a very bad show. From half-empty arenas in Dubai to bizarre matchups against internet influencers and retired kickboxers in Japan, the spectacles have devolved into a traveling circus. To his critics, these aren't the calculated moves of a retired legend staying sharp. They are the frantic scrambles of a man who needs a $20 million check to keep the lights on and the private jets fueled.
Everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million, but I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight?
The financial scrutiny surrounding Mayweather took an even darker turn when fellow boxer Amir Khan weighed in with heavy accusations. Addressing Mayweather's recent and highly public endorsements regarding the Israel-Gaza conflict, Khan suggested that Floyd's sudden political vocalness wasn't driven by morals, but by a desperate need for money. Khan revealed that he had been offered massive sums to make similar geopolitical posts, but refused, hinting strongly that Mayweather, drowning in debt, gladly accepted the payout. It is a stunning accusation that frames Floyd not as an independent billionaire, but as a compromised figure willing to sell his influence to the highest bidder to stay afloat.
I feel good, training hard. Did Floyd not take out his own jets?
Floyd got 3.
Yeah.
So Floyd's got the one he got, and he got
tax problems. That's what he's got. Oh, stop.
Floyd.
Some say he's the greatest of all time.
Some do. The history book says that.
No, you want to go right now? We'll find out. Many say, it's like in davening, are you many or most? Everyone says.
Let's say 99.9.
99.9.
Perhaps nothing highlights Floyd Mayweather's declining relevance more than the cold indifference of Canelo Alvarez. When Canelo fought Floyd at 23, it was a masterclass that handed the Mexican superstar his first loss. But today, Canelo has eclipsed Floyd as the undisputed face of boxing and the sport's ultimate cash cow. When asked about a potential rematch or exhibition with his former conqueror, Canelo didn't show anger or a desire for revenge. He simply laughed and dismissed it. Canelo is building a legitimate, lasting legacy through real estate, tequila brands, and unifying titles, proving that the modern blueprint for boxing wealth no longer requires flashing jewelry or fighting YouTubers.
You fought Floyd Mayweather at what? Were you 23?
23.
That's so fucking young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him because, you know, if you beat him, you want to be the best in the world at 23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience, he's so smart. He have everything in a fighter, a complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches, but when you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
You think that was the toughest fight?
However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of.
The contrast between Floyd Mayweather and his greatest generational rival, Manny Pacquiao, has never been more stark. While Floyd tours the globe fighting influencers for quick cash, Manny has repeatedly turned down massive, 8-figure offers for empty nostalgia fights in Saudi Arabia and Macau. Instead, Pacquiao has transitioned into a life of genuine public service, running for president in the Philippines, building hospitals, and funding clinics. Manny fights for legacy and his people, making Floyd's relentless pursuit of TikTok paydays and crypto promotions look increasingly hollow. The Pac-Man proves that a boxer's post-career life can be filled with dignity, while Floyd's path looks like a cautionary tale of endless greed.
To my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to
an exhibition.
Yeah, let me know about it. I wasn't aware of this.
With
in Japan.
No other
Guess who?
than
we're working on it. The opponent, we're working with Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. Yes, you heard it. Floyd Mayweather.
Mayweather Pacquiao. Why don't you do it for reals? I don't know.
We don't know.
Devin Haney, once a devoted student who spent his early career mimicking Floyd's defensive wizardry at the Mayweather gym, has quietly become one of his sharpest critics. Haney represents a new generation of fighters who are outright rejecting the money Mayweather blueprint. Rather than dodging dangerous opponents to protect a 0 on his record or flaunting cash on Instagram, Haney has chased undisputed glory against the toughest men in his division. Though careful not to name Floyd directly in his harshest critiques, Haney has made it clear that aging legends need to step aside, suggesting that the universe eventually balances the scales on those who build their image on arrogance and financial superiority.
In an EWV Rolls Royce. For those that don't know what an EWV is, that's an extended wheelbase Rolls Royce. I need the leg room. I know I ain't that tall, about 5'8.5", some days 5'9", but it is what it is. Chilling, sitting right here watching the Thriller in Manila, Ali versus Frazier documentary. Come check it out.
But soon as someone black, when my career is over as far as me in a combat sport, as far as boxing, whatever, if I'm promoting on social media or I'm doing exhibitions, it's like, oh man, he's broke. No, it's not a crime for them to make money. They don't say anything about the guys that's 80 and 90 that's still making hundreds of millions and billions, but soon as somebody black does it, your people, your own people say, oh, he's broke.
Teofimo Lopez has never been afraid to burn bridges to speak his truth, and he has directed his fiery rhetoric squarely at the modern exhibition trend spearheaded by Mayweather. Lopez refers to these events as absolute clown shows that degrade the rich history and integrity of boxing. He explicitly warned that legends of the sport should not be reducing themselves to Instagram comedians just to chase viral engagement and quick paychecks. For Lopez, who risked everything to fight Vasyl Lomachenko, Floyd's ongoing antics are a disrespect to the fighters currently bleeding for the sport, proving that chasing attention is a poor substitute for genuine competitive stability.
He owes a bunch of gambling debts. Floyd, okay? And he tried to plant fake news out here saying that he was in downtown LA giving out money, and then he was at the, the basketball game. This is Floyd in Dubai.
Did was breaking out of whatever contract he was in initially. He spent $750,000 to break out of his contract, and he's generated so much more money. His own promotion, the money team, he organizes his purse. Deep it. The fight he had with Oscar De La Hoya soon after he broke out that contract was $8 million. With no management team or whatever around him, that's 8 M's for him.
People say he's broke because of the lifestyle he lives, or he's a very big gambler and whatnot, this, that, blah, blah. But does the exhibition fights, people are like, oh, if you're not broke, why is you doing exhibition?
Rolly Romero was once the loudest, flashiest prospect under the Mayweather Promotions banner, constantly draped in TMT gear and echoing Floyd's brash persona. But as the rumors of Floyd's financial ruin and organizational chaos grew louder, Romero executed a quiet, calculated retreat. Today, Romero operates independently, no longer mentioning Floyd's name or acting as his protege. This silent distancing speaks volumes. When the brightest young stars in your own promotional company begin wiping your logo from their trunks and stepping out of your shadow, it is the ultimate indicator that the once mighty Mayweather brand is losing its power and its appeal.
He went even further, citing rumors that Mayweather may have been the victim of a $402 million scam related to the Manhattan real estate deal. Smith proposed the question many are now wondering if Mayweather really is a billionaire, why is he still fighting guys with no professional boxing pedigree in venues that feel more like...
Behind the scenes, the business of Mayweather Promotions appears to be unraveling. Whispers of unpaid wages, disorganized matchmaking, and ignored fighters are becoming public outcry. The most glaring example is Kermel Moton, a highly touted prodigy once labeled the next Floyd. When Moton missed weight and faced intense public backlash, Floyd, who historically shielded his fighters from the press, was completely absent. Other former TMT fighters have filed lawsuits for breach of contract, painting a picture of a management company in complete disarray. Floyd, it seems, is too busy fighting his own financial fires to manage the careers of the young men who trusted him.
You know, it's great and all when it was Floyd Mayweather.
This is not Floyd Mayweather era. This is bringing back boxing to what it was before. The best fighting the best, whether they had a win or a loss.
Floyd's he's probably made about 60 million before in one night, but no, 100 million, 130 million, they just didn't have. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
You think he blew through all of his money?
I'm claiming for you, he in his whole career has made about 100 million. People think he made 130 in a night. I'm sharing with you, he didn't. No boxer's ever made 130 million.
The root of Mayweather's current desperation may trace all the way back to 2017. Following the historic payday against Conor McGregor, reports surfaced that the IRS had come knocking, demanding a massive share of back taxes, with some figures citing a staggering $22.2 million owed. For a man who claimed to make hundreds of millions in a single night, the sudden inability to clear an IRS debt was the first major red flag. Years later, those tax problems have allegedly multiplied, resulting in liens on his mansions and forcing him out of a comfortable retirement to fight on the exhibition circuit, just to satisfy the relentless demands of the federal government.
It's really a trick. He gets these people to box with him. They have no business boxing with him, and he's making millions and millions of dollars doing this way after his competitive career is over. Needs that money. That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's absolutely, he needs money. You think he's going once broke? Again? Come on, fighters like.
Ultimately, the tragedy of Floyd Mayweather's current chapter isn't just about lost dollars, it is about a tarnished legacy. He was supposed to be the exception to the rule, the one boxer who beat the system, kept all his money, and walked away with his faculties intact. But as lawsuits pile up, real estate deals collapse, and he continues to string together meaningless fights against amateurs, he is dangerously close to becoming the very cliché he swore to avoid. The story of Floyd Mayweather is rapidly shifting from a triumphant tale of athletic and business genius to a somber documentary about the dangers of unchecked ego, out-of-control spending, and the terrifying reality of losing it all.